ガオガオ食べちゃうよ。今日はね、新しい服が着ているよ。好きなの？ちょっとね、ちょっと大人っぽいかな。ちょっとだけ大人っぽいね。Hi everyone! Today we're going to be playing Dramatical Murder, and I thought I would whip up a special outfit. Sorry, this background music is just so fun. I'm grooving to it. Alrighty. Back to serious stuff. Today we're going to be playing Dramatical Murder, and I can't show any of the adult scenes, but we'll see how far we get. Alright, let me zoom in. There we go. I can't take up the whole screen. Here we are. I love the retro sort of video game feel it has. This sounds like Centipede, like the old arcade game. You finally came. I've been waiting for you. Oh, I've been waiting for so long. Come, quickly. Destroy me. Destroy me? With your power. Destroy me with your power. Like a rogue AI?
Hi, お電話ありがとうございます。ジャンクショップ平凡です。
Oh, it's Aoba! He's the protagonist. He's a bottom. Alright, hello. Thank you for calling Humdrum Junk. How may I be of service? A quick question.
Hi.
そちらのお店でオールメイト用の S2 型カスタムパーツって扱ってますか？
There's background music again.
はい、扱ってます。在庫もございますが。
Oh, I love how this is supposed to be like a future, and yet they all have these super chunky boy PCs. And look at those really thick keyboards and that calculator. And you're using a pen in the future.
あ、そうですか。わかりました。ありがとうございます。
ご注文でしょうか？
Ah, that customer service voice.
あ、いえ、その。
はい。
突然こんなこと言うのもどうかと思うんですけど。
No, don't sexually harass the employees.
はい。
Oh, he's cute. He doesn't strike me as a bottom, but I guess he is. Look. Ah, no. I want to get rid of the window for a minute.
もしよかったら、
No!
今日お店が終わった後にでも会
あ
えたりしませんかね？
No, don't be a creep. Don't ask out a service worker. But anyway, look at the cute little magnets and the little pink antenna that glows and the pink headphones is so cute.
ああ。
Uh-oh. I don't blame you, Aoba.
あ、いや、なんていうか、ほら、声がね、あなたの声、なんていうか、ずいぶんいい声してるな。
キモい。キモいんだ。気持ち悪いよ。Don't ask out a service worker.
いえいえ、そんなまさかとんでもない。大変恐縮です。あ、ところでお客様、一つ思い出したことがありましてよろしいですか？
The customer service line. Good for you for keeping your cool, Aoba.
実はですね、先ほど S2 型カスタムパーツのお話をされてましたが、今度そのシリーズの新しいタイプを先行で入荷するんですよ。それでですね、ただいまお得意様だけに特別にご紹介するという形で予約を承っているんですが、いかがでしょう？
Always upselling. Always upselling. You're such a good employee, Aoba.
おそらく人気商品なのですぐに売り切れてしまうと思うのですが、今予約していただければ確実にご購入いただけるかと。
What is an homemade? Is it like a robotic pet? Like Chobits? Or like a Furby?
でも
He just wanted to ask you out, Aoba, but Aoba has the right idea. He's using it to upsell. He's using it to enhance his own sales. Good for you, Aoba. I would have just hung up.
も
I
ちろん
can't
これ
stand
は
customer
お得意
harassment.
様限定の特別なご案内ですので、ご予約いただければサービスいたしますよ。
Sabisu.
サービス？
はい、サービスです。
Sabisu des. Service. Extra service. You know what he's implying.
じゃあぜひそれ予約します。
かしこまりました。ありがとうございます。それでは今からお客様の個人データをお送りください。
Yeah, give me your social security number and your credit card information and your mother's maiden name.
はい、ありがとうございました。確かにご予約を承りました。それでは今後とも当店をどうぞごひいきに。
Hang up.
はい。
どうも
He's mad. I don't blame you. Ah, this BGM is so cool. Even when I know what they're up to, dealing with customers who want something other than spare parts is always a pain. This BGM is so cool. Your voice is so wonderful. I just have to meet you. I get that sort of thing over the phone surprisingly often. Just hearing my voice makes them want to meet me. What kind of guy says that to another guy? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is this like a gay panic? In the beginning, I just shrugged it off, but it really started to bother me after a while. Then one day, out of frustration, I tried using it to push product, and it worked! Ever since, I've used it to improve my sales. That phone call was a good example. Strangely enough, it doesn't happen in person. That's because people they're bolder over the phone or online. They wouldn't proposition somebody in real life. Some customers have actually come looking for me after a call, but I always pretend like I don't know what they're talking about. Ah, that's creepy! That's creepy! They all leave without realizing that I'm the person they spoke to over the phone. Huh. Maybe he uses a voice mod? Nothing bad has actually happened, so I figure no harm, no foul.
店長はそろそろかな。
Huh, it really is a junk shop, huh? It looks fun, though. While stretching, I glance at the digital clock on the counter. Let's see. Junk shop, Ibon. This is Humdrum Junk, a shop that carries everything from basic supplies to specialized parts, all at rock bottom prices. Is that legal? Are these stolen parts? The dorky name was what drew me in. Just how long has it been since I started working here anyway? A while, that's for sure.
メールか。
Uh-oh. I don't want to block Owlbot, so I'm gonna scooch over here. Right over here. Look at that pretty face. Got a message. I'm leaning on the counter, spacing out, when the coil on my arm beeps. A coil is like a mobile phone, but better. You can make calls, send texts, watch TV, pay for things, and even use it as an ID. All in one little machine.
どれどれ。囚われの姫？
This Sunday, how are you? Dinner the other day, please save me. Is this a new viral ad? Like the adult kind? I'm sure the rest of it says something like, I'm in trouble. Only a big, strong man like you can save me. Send in your security information. Delete. Suddenly, something slammed into my side. I fall from the chair, and something heavy lands on my back. 3 voices giggle overhead. Oh no. Kids. I know right away who it is. You're not cute! Not even in a Shota way, you're not cute.
Warugaki!
Warugaki!
お前らな。
Bad kids. It's Kyo, Nao, and Mio, a trio of siblings from the neighborhood whose only purpose, it seems, is to make my life hell. Ah, boy, I feel you, Owlba. I feel you on a deep, spiritual level, Owlba.
ここは遊び場じゃねえって何度も言ってるだろう。学習能力ないのかお前ら。
ああ、青葉がエッチなメール見てる。
Hey!
嘘。
Hey, you guys don't get to look at my phone. Now must have gotten a look at my coil. The other two climb up my back, trying to get a peek. I can't breathe.
おりろバカ。
エッチなメール、エッチなメール。青葉変態だ。変態。大人の男って不潔ね。ちげえよ。それはヤバい物の売買をするメールなんだよ。だってこの店モグリだからな。
I hate them, they're so rude.
モグリ、モグリ。
Obnoxious! Obnoxious!
やっぱりダサいわ、この店。
I'm sorry, this isn't a toy shop, you brat!
よし、変態で不潔でモグリの青葉は逮捕だな。そうね。はいは
お前らいい加減どけ。
I have no remorse. Get off. I jump up, shaking them off. I'm not gonna hold back just as they're kids. Exactly, you reap what you sow. If I thought scolding them would accomplish anything, I'd do it. But this bunch doesn't give a rat's tail what I have to say.
ねえねえ、あの棚の上にあるの 何に使うのかな。
I can't tell. What do you mean? There's like so much stuff in here.
きっと誰かを倒すための道具なんだぜ。怖い。男って野蛮ね。
You're right there. As I expected, their attention has already moved on to other things.
お前らなってゲ
Uh-oh. The screen of my coil catches my eye. Download complete. What the hell? I do recall it making a weird noise earlier. Oh, what did we download? Did we catch a virus? Maybe I accidentally pushed a button while I was wrestling with the brats. I hope I didn't download some weird program.
ああもう最悪じゃねえか。
Before I can investigate, the old-fashioned bell on the front door rings.
今日の届け先はちょっと遠かったな。
Who's this guy? Mr. Haga, the owner. Really?
ハガさん。
Okay.
遅くなりました、青葉くん。
I love the little introduction cards and like the wrestler announcer voice. Haga-san! Let's see. Sorry I took so long, Alba. Mr. Haga's smile vanishes as soon as he sees the kids. I like your little fanny pack there. Very retro. I guess that's the natural reaction when you consider the kind of damage they always do.
いやー、君たち、こんにちは。
Konnichiwa.
いいよ、あれ取ってよ。ちょっと待ってろ。よっ、
Go away.
おりゃ。木を折ったら意外と小さいのね。なんだと？
こらこら君たち、店の中で遊んだら危ないよ。怪我をしてしまうからね。
Yeah, lawsuit. I just noticed the smiley face sign. The 69 smiley face sign. But the brats aren't listening.
君たち。
もううるさいな。
You're annoying.
うるさいハゲ。
Whoa.
あ
Oh boy. The temperature in the room suddenly drops 10 degrees.
そこで遊んでいらっしゃる子供の皆さん、つかぬことをお聞きしますが、今何とおっしゃいました？さあ、もう一回言ってみてください。最初の言葉は？は？
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
激しくお腹が減ったから帰る。よし帰るぞ。帰るわよ。
The evil trio dashes from the store and stay out. Uh-oh. Don't let it get to you.
何ですか一体？
ああそうだ店長、そうだ聞いてくださいよ。
I scramble for the words that'll snap him out of it.
A パーツの S シリーズの注文が最近また増えてきたんですよ。
パーツ？
はい、いやーさすがですね。やっぱり店長の読み通りでしたね。前月より売り上げ 50% 増しですよ。
そうですか。
Settle down.
そうです、増量です。売り上げ倍増です。
売り上げ倍増。
Oh, they're doubling! Yay! Congratulations! Please don't get mad because somebody called you bald.
それは良かったです。そんなに売れてるということでしたら、もう少しストックを厚くしておきましょうかね。
I breathe a sigh of relief. That was close. There's no telling what Mr. Haga might do when something sets him off. Finally calm, he straightens his glasses and gives a tired smile.
いやー、本当に全く困った子供たちですね。
Yeah, nothing but trouble.
ですね。
やんちゃすぎるところさえなければ可愛い子たちなんですけど。
ですよね。
No matter how many times I've seen it happen, it's always startling when his personality does a 180 like that.
そうだ、青葉くん。
He looks a little sketchy. Mr. Haga walks to the counter and grabs a paper bag from the floor.
申し訳ないんですけど、この荷物を発送してきてもらえませんか。今日はそのまま上がって構いませんので。
いいんですか？
ええ、実はですね、これから急にお客さんが来ることになったんです。だから今日はお店も早めに閉めようと思って。
そういうことなら了解っす。
I shoulder my bag and take the package from Mr. Haga. From the label, it looks like it's going pretty far. Fortunately, getting it there is the courier's job, not mine.
それじゃ行ってきます。あと、お疲れ様でした。
はい、お疲れ様。気をつけてね。
I want to save. I head outside. According to my coil, it's 3 p.m. The back streets are full of people. Where? There are several routes I could take to get to the courier. While considering who should be the fastest, I reach into my shoulder bag and pull out a soft furry lump. Aww! The ball of fur is still asleep. I press my palm against his forehead to wake him up. Are you puppy?
レン、起きろ。
At the sound of his name, he promptly opens his eyes.
青葉。
What?
運び屋まで行きたいんだけど、一番早いルートを検索してくれ。
了解。
What? 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 What is that voice? It's not a cute voice. It needs to have a cute little puppy dog voice. Little android puppy dog.
東の241通りは検問のために封鎖。バスは点検のために運休。北のターミナルを迂回した方が早い。
I can't. What is that voice? What is that voice?
そっか、サンキュー。
I pat Ren on the head. He barks and wags his tail. Okay, well, he's a good boy.
よっしゃ、それじゃ行きますか。
He's a good boy. He just has an unfitting voice. Ah, cool headphones. That's so cool. Okay. Is there a skip option? Uh-oh. Well, I guess we're watching this since I don't have a way. There. Okay, I briefly turned off the sound because I can't find a way to skip the opening. I'll turn the sound back on as soon as the opening is done. But I really like Ren. He's so cute. It's just this little robot puppy with this really deep voice. I know some of these characters by sight, but I haven't played this game before, so I don't know too much about them. I know a little bit of the bad endings, but again, I don't really know anything in depth. So I'm very excited to try this out. While the audio is off, I'm gonna scooch over to the middle. You guys can't hear it, but it's a really cool song. Oh! Motorcycles? Motorcycle fights? And choking? I saw choking. And like, lots of running. Go Bed did the soundtrack? Didn't they also do the soundtrack for Pigeon Blood? I really like them. Normally I'm not really into techno music, but I enjoy it this time. Okay, big tower, okay. I gotta skip this. Still not letting me skip it. Alright, it looks like it's over now. Okay. As everyone in the old residential district knows, the best way to get around is on foot. This is just like a big city. Public transportation here is pretty bad. Technically, there are trains and buses and even taxis, but they can be cancelled or delayed without notice. Even the roads themselves might be closed without notice, so you hardly see any cars around these days. At most, you might see a taxi waiting in vain, or the occasional junker parked on the side of the road. The sidewalks, on the other hand, are always packed. Let me save. Nothing's more reliable than your own two legs. The old residential district is divided into north, south, east, and west. They're similar, but have some key differences. The big R18 sign. For example, both my home and Humdrum Junk are located in the East Quarter. It's pretty safe compared to the other quarters, and it's easy to get your hands on whatever you need. So this is like middle class? Uh-oh. The North Quarter has become something of a ghost town ever since it was designated off limits. Definitely not the safest place to go. So that would be like the slums. The West Quarter is primarily residential, like the East Quarter, but doesn't have many stores. The South Quarter is an entertainment and shopping district, so it's always full of youngsters hanging out. And if you go farther north, up past the North Quarter, there's Platinum Jail, where the rich and famous do their business. Platinum Jail, huh? Platinum Jail is a members-only resort that the Toei Corporation, one of Japan's top 5 companies, built when they bought Midorijima. If the rumors are true, that place is the definition of luxury. Why is it called a jail? Centered around the giant oval tower, it's full of casinos, movie theaters, shopping malls, hotels, everything you can imagine. Membership is by invitation only, but even then, the membership fee alone costs more than this whole island is worth. Or so I've heard. Obviously, no one from the old residential district will ever get into Platinum Jail. Aww, I want to check it out. I guess you could call this town a slum. Nobody cares what happens here. It doesn't look so bad. It doesn't look so bad. The police are all talk. They're in bed with the Yakuza and do whatever they please. It's not like we can do anything about it. Even if we're unhappy, we just have to suck it up and deal with it. Despite all that, as the saying goes, there really is no place like home. The town isn't so bad once you get used to it. Well, it may not be as extravagant as Platinum Jail. We have our own way of life, our own kind of fun. You can't really ask for much more than that.
Aoba. Aoba.
I can't get over that voice. Little puppy. Ren pokes his head out of the bag and taps my arm with his paw. I want a little android puppy.
どうした？
考えすぎだ。思考回路がショートするぞ。
Wait, is Aoba part android? Logic processor?
マジか？つか、どんだけ貧弱な思考回路なんだよ、俺。
比較対象をごく一般的な成人男性として、その思考回路の強度を仮に100とすると。
いい、そういうのはいいから。その説明で余計にショートする。
そうか。
I chuckle and pat his head. Ah! Ren is a dog-type allmate. Allmates are artificially intelligent life forms, generally used to augment network devices like coils. So it is like a Chobits. They can search the internet and virtual space for information, place orders for you in an online store, or manage your social media accounts. Some models can also help around the house, while others can act as partners in an online game called Rhyme. There are many different types of allmate. Animal models are abundant, so many people keep them as pets. I've had Ren for a long time. I'm not exaggerating when I say he's my best friend. Aww. Even with all the improvements and new models coming out, I'll never abandon Ren, not even if Hal Feast is over. Can't you just get its second model?
青葉、近道をするなら次の道を右だ。
あっぶね。通り過ぎるとこだった。
I follow Ren's directions down an alley off Aoyagi Street. Aoyagi Street runs through the center of the old residential district, dividing the district into quarters. It's lined with shops selling discount appliances, while the back streets are littered with niche hobby shops. As I make my way down the alley, a group of guys leaning against a filthy wall catches my eye. They all have a certain look, like the kind of guys who'd be passing around a silver drug sheet. Really makes you wonder what's wrong with kids these days. Once upon a time, I was just like them. Not that I'm old or anything. Anyway, I'm finished with that stuff. Totally. As I walk past, I catch a bit of their conversation.
でさ、本当にあったらしいんだよ。こういきなり頭の中を乗っ取られるっつうの。
Brain-jacked? That doesn't sound good.
なんだそりゃ、強制ライム参加かよ。
そうそう、まさしくそれだよ。道端でいきなりライム仕掛けられて、しかも相手がすっげえ強いんだって。
でもそれって臼井がいない状態ってことだろ。なのにライムとかできんの？
それができるらしいんだよな。よくわかんねえけど。
つか、準備も何もしてねえのに戦うとか無理じゃね？拒否れねえの？
問答無用らしい。とにかく強制的に引っ張られてボコられるってんで、まさしく辻斬りだよ。
やべえなそれ。
Wow, they're talking about Rhyme, the online fighting game that's all the rage these days. By connecting their minds to the net, players can experience virtual combat that feels just like the real thing. Why? Ada, why on earth would you want to feel pain on a virtual combat? The thing is, there's no schedule or anything that tells you when or where's the battle gonna happen. Wherever Usui, the game's judge, appears, that's the battlefield. Rhyme started off as an indie game. Back then, the rules were more lax, and Usui wasn't around either. It steadily gained popularity, and eventually, Toei became a major sponsor. The system was improved, and Usui was added, along with an official set of rules, making Rhyme what it is today. But I don't play Rhyme. It isn't really my business. It sounds scary. I head through the alley and come out once more on Aoyagi Street. There's a kitty cat billboard. At the end of the street, I see the sign for the courier's shop. Just as I start towards it, I notice a crowd in the middle of the road. It looks like a fight. A bunch of people with nothing better to do have gathered to watch. I keep walking, trying to avoid the whole mess, but the crowd stirs, followed by a high-pitched scream. I peer through the gaps in the crowd. A large man is sprawled out on the ground, another standing over him. The second man has his back to me, but I recognize him immediately. A bright red kimono and a big sword. There's no one else it could be.
図体の割に大したことねえな。せっかく彼女の前だってのに台無しじゃねえか。
こうちゃくさん、かっこいい、素敵。
Starry-eyed girls flock to the victor, trampling the man on the ground in the process. Here we go again.
本当にすみませんでした。
One woman, who is keeping a bit of distance, approaches with an apologetic bow.
私もコウジャクさんに髪を結ってもらいたいって。彼に生意気なのよ。そうよ、具をわきまえなさいよね。
She must be the girlfriend of the man sprawled out on the street. I'm guessing the commotion started when they tried to cut in line at Kojaku's shop. Calming his angry fans with a gesture, Kojaku gives the girlfriend a smile.
お嬢さん、そう思ってくれるのは髪結い冥利に尽きるぜ。けどな、みんな俺の大事なお客さんなんだ。順番はちゃんと守ってもらわねえとな。
Smooth.
彼氏もちっと強引だったが、あんたを思ってのことだ。あんまり責めてやるなよ。また日改めて来てくれ。そん時は歓迎するからよ。
はい。
The woman's eyes sparkle, her cheeks turning bright red. There goes another one. Kojaku's other fans are not amused.
ちょっと、いつまでそこにいんのよ。どいてよ。コウジャクさん、汗かいたでしょ。これさっき買ったばかりのハンカチなんですけど、もしよかったら使ってください。
いや、そりゃ悪いだろう。気に入って買ったんだろう。自分で使いな。
This is sort of interesting how in Eroge the male protagonist doesn't have a face, and here none of the girls have a
コウジャク
face.
さんに使っていただけるなら、きっとこのハンカチも本望です。
本望ね。そこまで言われて断ったんじゃ男がスタルってもんだ。そんじゃありがたく使わせてもらうぜ。ありがとな。
There it is, his infamous lady killer smile. That's what I call it, at least. The woman with the handkerchief slumps to her knees, attracting jealous glares from the others. Every woman here seems out for blood.
さっさと行くか。
This isn't the first time I've seen this shtick. Disgusted, I start to move away from the crowd.
青葉
Ugh. I can feel all those eyes focusing on me. I'll pretend I didn't hear him. I turn around and start walking at a brisk pace.
おい待てって
But Kojaku runs after me and grabs my arm. Here we go again.
コージャック
Kojaku!
青葉やっぱり青葉じゃねえか
Yeah, it's
Oh.
me. Yo.
なんだよ水くせえないたんなら声かけろって
I didn't want to get involved.
ああ、まあ仕事中に通りかかっただけだし。
仕事中配達か
Kojaku smiles indulgently, which of course makes the women around him swoon again. His smile's like a weapon. He's been using it for ages, but women still fall for it. I really don't feel like talking here. There's too many people around, and the women's eyes are scaring me.
つか、お前も仕事中だろ。なんか騒ぎになってたけど。
ああこいつが列を無視しようとしたからよちょいと軽くな
お前、いい加減にしとかないと、そのうち刺されるぞ。
刺される誰に
見りゃわかるでしょうが。
I sweep my gaze over the women glaring at me. It was clear they weren't about to let anyone, man or woman, get close to Kojaku. Scary.
あーまあ大丈夫だろうつか俺がそう簡単に刺されるように見えるか
Kojaku punctuates this with a smirk. Seriously? Well, I guess I can't argue with him there. Kojaku's pretty much always been aware of how handsome and how popular he is. He's not the type to brag about it, but he has a casual confidence about him, and he knows his way around a fight. He's a wandering hairdresser. All he does is cut and style women's hair, but apparently he's developed quite a reputation for it. So let me get this straight. He's a wandering hairdresser with no girlfriend, and people think he's straight? He sets up shop wherever and whenever he pleases. He doesn't advertise or take reservations, but he always has a line around the block. They all say that when Kojaku touches your hair, it feels like you've died and gone to heaven. I just don't get it. If you told me a guy like this existed, I wouldn't believe you for a second if I didn't already know him.
とにかく、女遊びはほどほどにしとけよ。影で泣いてる女がどんだけいるんだか。
んなこと言ってもなしょうがねえだろうスウェゼン食わぬは男の恥だし女はこの世の宝だし
Uh-huh. This is a BL game, man. Get with the program.
女は綺麗で可愛いだからみんなに優しくしてやりたいんだよ
Maybe you're bi.
まあ、それはそれでいいんじゃないですかね。じゃ、俺もう行くわ。
お
コウタクさん早くちょっと次は私が言ってもらう番なんだから
As soon as I end the conversation, the women swarm Kojaku. He shoots me a look from the center of the crowd.
ああそうだまた近々お前んとこ行くからタエさんによろしく
へいへい。
I shrug and walk off. Still, the guy never gets enough, huh? I mean, he must like it, but I know I would hate to be the center of all that attention. I guess he's a special breed. I head for the courier, leaving the crowd behind. Delivery works. There it is. I step through the automatic doors.
いらっしゃいませ。あら、青葉ちゃん、毎度。
She seems nice. She seems like the sort of lady that feeds you soba and pat your head. I like that lavender shirt. It's very stylish.
お疲れ様です。
Let me save. Alright. I bowed to Miss Yoshie and set the paper bag on the counter. Ah, look at the cute dog! That's sort of like my dog, actually. A small dog with long, shiny fur sits proudly on the counter, watching me intently. Is this dog giving me bedroom eyes? What are those eyes? That's Clara, Miss Yoshi's hallmate. Yoshi? Yoshi? I'll say Yoshi. Miss Yoshi's hallmate.
これお願いします。
はいはい、預かるわよ。
I like her. I like Miss Yoshi. Miss Yoshi checks the address with practiced hands and then pushes a nearby button. A box next to the counter opens. She tosses the bag inside. This outfit specializes in delivering packages within the Ultra Residential District, a welcome service in a town where transportation isn't readily available. In any case, my work here is done.
それじゃ失礼します。
青葉ちゃん、この後お店へ戻るの？
We're gonna go home.
いや、今日は帰ります。店長が店早く閉めるから、これ終わったら帰っていいって。
あら、そうなの。いいわね。だって今夜はダンナラの最終回じゃない？リアルタイムで見られるじゃないの。
AWTR?
ダン？何ですか？
やったの。この間教えてあげたばっかりじゃない。
I don't know. I don't keep up with popular shows.
あ、そうでしたっけ？何でしたっけ？
ドラマよ、ドラマ。
Oh.
ビッグダンスでさようならよ。今日でついにどちらをパートナーに選ぶか決まるのよ。
Oh, that sounds like my kind of show.
私は断然カイザー松岡がいいと思うの。あの爽やかな笑顔にちょっぴりのすっ気がたまらないのよね。
His slightly sadistic streak, huh?
はあ。
Miss Yoshi twirls her hair around her finger with a dreamy, girlish look in her eyes. I mean, she's not a bad person or anything.
じゃあ俺そろそろ。
そういえばね、アバちゃん、聞いた？ほら、あの話よ、あの話。
あの話？
知ってるかもしれないんだけど。
知らない。Miss Yoshi beckons me closer, a serious look on her face. She's really not a bad person. Swallowing a resigned sigh, I lean closer. There are no other people in the shop, but for some reason she speaks in a whisper.
ほら、北の氷河谷あるじゃない？あの治安が悪い地区。
Yeah, we're gonna talk gossip.
もともといい噂のないところだけど、最近特に物騒な噂を聞くのよ。
Nasty?
はあ。
あの辺にね、超極悪非道な死刑囚がリーダーをやってるチームがいるらしいのよ。
If you escape from death row, you probably want to lay low.
ああ、スクラッチでしたっけ？なんかやばい連中が最近よく出没するみたいですね。
そうそう。 刑務所の囚人たちで作られたチームらしいじゃない？確かちょっと前にもあの辺で誰か誘拐されたとか建物が壊されたとかそんな話があったでしょ？怖いわよね。夜道なんておっちおっち一人で歩けないわよ。
Aw, man, it's
警察なん
scary.
て全然頼りにならないしね。それどころか警察だって私たちに何するかわからないし。ほんと生きにくい世の中よね。
She's not wrong about that. The old residential district police are no better than the gangsters themselves. Rob an officer the wrong way, and you could get beaten or even arrested.
ああ、やだやだ。私も早く帰りたいわ。ねえ、もし代わりに襲われちゃったりしたらどうしよう。
Well, maybe you should carry some pepper spray.
え、
No, she's into it. She's into that.
大丈夫じゃないですかね。
なになに？青葉ちゃんひどい。私の一体何が大丈夫だって言うのよ。
I'll walk home with you.
あ、じゃあ俺はこの辺で。お疲れした。
Hey,
ちょっと
was that the little dog?
え、
あの青いのはどうしたのかしら。
So cute. That has a really cute voice.
あら、クララちゃん、レンちゃんに会いたいの？そうよね。クララちゃんとレンちゃん仲良しだものね。
Taking Clara into her arms, Miss Yoshi shoots me an expectant look.
ああ、今日はあいにくい家に。
そのカバンに入っているんでしょ？私に挨拶もしないで帰るつもり？
Uh-oh. Pretty smart AI. They have personalities and everything. There's no way out. I'm sorry, Ren. You'll just have to grin and bear it. I take Ren out of my bag and gently pat his head to wake him up.
青葉、どうした？
レン、クララちゃんにご挨拶。
Look at his little face. Ren's ears and tail drop. Clara stares down at him from her place in Miss Yoshi's arms.
どうしたの？まだ眠っているのかしら？
ごきげんよう、クララ。
ごきげんよう、レン。
It's so cute, the little dogs. Clara wags her tail happily. Miss Yoshi smiles too.
本当にクララちゃんとレンちゃんは仲良しね。
They're so cute.
それじゃあ挨拶も終わったし、今度こそこの辺で。
Uh-oh, she's not gonna let us go home, is she?
ああ、待って、ちょっと待って、おばちゃん。
え？
もう一つだって。ちょっと待ってね。悪いわね、帰るところ。
Another delivery? Okay. It's already nighttime. It's night by the time Miss Yoshi lets me go. So I'm gonna save here. I'm really liking it so far. I really like Miss Yoshi's sense of fashion, and I like her little dog. It's very cute. Okie dokie, back to menu. Alright, well, thank you very much for watching with me. I really had a lot of fun. I can't wait to play the next installment. And see you next time. Bye bye.